Yeah.
All right, so welcome to this broadcast. I want to especially welcome you to this awesome meeting, this live empowering session with Osaseyi Foundation and Focus Foundations Africa. I want to especially welcome you to this great meeting. Actually, I should also be in Kaba and Ijumu local government areas at this time, but because of some schedules that I'm unable to put aside, I have to do this video recording to actually speak with the audience out there. Thank you so much for coming to this empowerment program. I want to believe that this is going to be a very amazing opportunity for you to learn on some very important life skills you need to acquire for you to become successful in life. And the topic for this talk is actually positioning yourself for success in life. And I want to thank the foundation, Osaseyi Foundation, for the awesome opportunity that they have put together to gather the youth in Kogi State, specifically in Kaba local government area and Ijumu local government area. It's a very great privilege, and I want to thank the chairman of this foundation, Mr. Osaseyi Richard, and Mr. Osaseyi Abraham Toyosi for reaching out to me to actually take this session. It's a very great opportunity for me. I love being in these kinds of meetings, these kinds of events. It actually helps me to fulfill my purpose in life, because my purpose in life is to actually help people discover their purpose, help people discover their potentials, their gifts and talents, and become successful in life. And I'm also called to raise leaders, and that's my purpose in life. So I want to thank the Osaseyi Foundation, specifically Mr. Osaseyi Richard, for the good work they're doing in society. They're empowering people, schools, school pupils, university students, admission seekers, and all the lots. And they are making very positive impact in the society. And I want to say thank you to them for that. I also want to appreciate them for bringing me on this, this show to take this topic. It's a very amazing opportunity for me, and I will never abuse that opportunity. Yes, I am Saman Filia, and I'm the Chief Editorial Officer of Focus Foundations Africa. Focus Foundations Africa has also been doing some societal works. Recently, we just finished our Purpose Discovery Bootcamp, where we lectured people on how to discover their purpose and also how to develop their leadership potentials. So I'm also a motivational speaker, I'm a public speaker, and I'm a life coach, and I do a whole lot of other things. I'm also a civil engineer, but let's keep that aside for now. Let's get into the main business for today. I would have loved to be in the live event so that I can speak specifically with you, eyeball to eyeball. So that would have been an amazing opportunity. It's more actually it's actually more impactful to speak live in a live event. But then this is also going to be very impactful for you if you're very attentive and you give listening ears to the things I'm gonna say. All of us were born to succeed. Yes, we were all born to succeed, but we were not all fit to succeed by mere birth. Yes, by just coming to life alone is not a guarantee that we're going to be successful in life. Success in life does not come by function of being birthed or being given birth to. You are not automatically fit to succeed. Yes, you were born to succeed. God mandated you to succeed, on the earth. But along the line, as you move in life and you grow up in life, you discover that success does not just come like that. Yes, though you were born to succeed, you have this passion to succeed. You have this ability, this longing, this drive to succeed. But then success does not come like that. Yes, I don't know if you've read this book by George Orwell, The Animal Farm, where he says all animals are born equal, but some are more equal than the others. So that's just like that. All of us were born to succeed, but not all of us were actually fit to succeed. Yes, and that is why it is important for us to learn what it takes to succeed, and this topic is saying positioning yourself for success in life. How to position yourself for success in life. It's an amazing opportunity for you to actually want to succeed. It's a privilege that not everybody, have the kind of intuition to know that they are actually meant to succeed. Many people do not believe in success. That's just the truth. Many people do not believe in excellence. Many people do not believe in becoming great. They believe that greatness is meant for some category of people. It's not meant for everybody. And so by that mentality, they keep themselves below average. Sometimes they keep themselves below the rank of excellence. So what it takes to succeed is actually based on two very important things, and those two important things are your abilities. The first thing is your abilities, that is your strength and your weaknesses, and the second thing is the opportunities that are bound around you. Yes, like I said, all of us were born, but we're not born with equal chances of success. We're not born with equal opportunities of success. So now your opportunity to succeed will be based on the abilities you have and the opportunities you have. Now all of us have different kinds of abilities. For me, I have the ability to speak, I have the ability to write. Not many people have that ability. Some have the ability, to do some other things. Some have the ability, to solve some other kinds of problems. So, but all of us are actually gifted to use our abilities to, ensure that we survive. So, how do we, bring these abilities together? How do we cultivate these abilities, these inner capabilities and strength, and use them to succeed in life? That's what we are going to be dealing with today. And today I'll be talking about I'll be touching on some important things that you need to do. And the first thing is that you need to discover yourself. You need to discover yourself. The second thing is you need to discover your purpose. And the third thing is that you need to discover your vision. And then the fourth thing is that you need to embrace personal development. Yes, these are the four vital areas I'll be touching in this 15 minutes talk. So now you just follow me as I go on with the talk. Yes, so the first thing you need to know is that everyone that is either succeeding in life or not succeeding in life are actually fighting against some factors. Yes, there are many factors that determine whether we are going to succeed or not. And like I said, these factors are based on two important things. And the first one is opportunities, and the second one is capabilities. Yes, opportunities in the sense that our environment is made in such a way that it has opportunities and threats. Yes, everyone is born into an environment, and the kind of environment you are born into will determine the kind of success you are able to make, and that will also be determined by the kind of capabilities you are able to develop. Now, I've said two things. The kinds of opportunity that exist in your environment affects your ability to succeed. And then the kind of capabilities you are able to raise, you are able to develop inside of you, also affects your ability to succeed. So now your ability to succeed will be determined by how sensitive you are to opportunities around you, how sensitive you are to opportunities around you, and then how willing you are to develop the capabilities that are resident inside of you. If you are sensitive to opportunities but you are not willing to develop your capabilities, it will actually affect your ability to succeed. So now, for you to position yourself to succeed in life, you need to know that you need to harness the right opportunities and then develop the right capabilities. Yes, and capabilities are best known as innate potentials, innate abilities that you have that you can use to convert opportunities to success. So there are four major things that determine how well we are able to succeed in life, and it's called the SWOT analysis. SWOT, SWOT analysis. S stands for strength, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threat. S stands for strength, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threats. Yes, these are the four important factors that determine how successful we will become in life. And your strength refers to your own potentials, the resources you have inside yourself, your intellectual resources, your physical capabilities, your mental strength. Those are your strength. Then your weakness refers to those habits, those attitudes that may be negative, that may affect the inducement of your strength. When you have strength, you need to induce them, you need to put them to work. Potentials are energies at rest. So for you to actually put potentials to work, you need to instigate them, you need to put them to work. So now, your weaknesses affect the instigation of your strength. They affect your ability to use your strength in the right way. For instance, if you are lazy, it will be difficult for you to wake up in the morning to go to work. It will be difficult for you to do some assignments that you have been given in school. Yes, I know I'm speaking to many school pupils, I'm speaking to many maybe school leavers and admission seekers. So I'll be using school illustrations a lot. So now, your ability, if you have some kind of negative abilities, negative weaknesses, it will actually affect your ability to induce your potentials, to put them to work. So now, how do you shave off your weaknesses to harness your strengths. That's what this talk will be all about. And then your opportunities are those opportunities around you which you may either be fit to harness or not fit to harness. Yes, opportunities are always there. It's either you are fit for them or you're not fit for them. For instance, all around you there may be vacancies for medical doctors. But if you have not practiced as a medical doctor, it will be difficult for you to actually apply for such jobs because you are not fit. You don't have the requirements. So for us to actually convert opportunities to success in life, we need to have the requirements. We need to be fit. And getting fit takes a lot of steps. It demands a lot of effort from our side. And the threats that are there are the limitations that surround us, the external limitations around us. I've talked about internal limitations. Your internal limitations are those weaknesses, those abilities, those little attitudes, character that will not allow you to push yourself forward to get what you want in life. But now these are environmental factors. For instance, if you are running a business, there are government policies that may not actually support your business unless you begin to refine those opportunities. So now your threats are actually also some other factors that determine the level at which you succeed. And it is important for you to actually work against your threats. So now the ability to position yourself depends on how well you can harness your strengths and opportunities to defeat your weaknesses and your threats. Now let me come again. Your ability to succeed is dependent on how well you can harness your strengths and your opportunities, how well you can utilize them, how well you can discover them, how well you can put them to work, to defeat your weaknesses and your threats. I said your weaknesses and your threats are those negative forces, and your strengths and your opportunities are the positive forces, positive factors that will actually empower you to succeed, that will actually enable you to succeed. So now, how do you become successful? It is by using your strengths and your opportunities to fight or to resist your threats and your weaknesses. So now, for you to actually utilize your strengths and opportunity very well, you need to actually understand what is called purpose. Yes, purpose discovery. That's the first foundation of success. Every successful man you see out there understands purpose. They understand why they are doing what they are doing, what they are doing it for, and what the result should be. That is purpose. Purpose is understanding why what you are doing is important. Understanding why you should do what you are doing. The purpose is understanding that your life is an assignment, a God-given assignment for you to impact your society, to impact people positively, to change lives for the better. Just like Osaseyi Foundation is doing now, they are impacting your lives. They are changing your lives by giving you some mental and physical empowerment, some opportunities that you need, some skills that you need, some abilities that you need. They are helping you to cultivate that ability because they understand the purpose. They understand what they want to get from this. They know that by the time they have done this and then, have been able to work on, I don't know the number of you, maybe 100 of you, maybe 10 of you will be able to take up the challenge and become successful in life. These 10 other people can also raise up 10 other people like them, and before you know it, it's just like a cycle of societal restructuring, societal engineering, such that by the end of time, by the end of some years, you already have very many successful people in the Kaba local government area. So it is very important for you to understand purpose, because this is what will trigger you to actually stand for your dream, to fight for what you want to achieve. Because if you don't understand purpose, you will always abuse opportunities. If you don't understand purpose, you will always abuse opportunities. If you don't understand purpose, you will always abuse your own personal strengths. So it is important for you to actually understand purpose for you to become successful in life, and that's the foundation. So right now I'm going to be telling you some factors you need to put into place, some abilities you need to develop for you to actually become successful in life. My time is very short, so I'm trying to compress everything I have to tell you within this 15 minutes so that you can gain massively from them. So now the first thing I said is to have a very clear purpose of life. Have a very clear purpose about your life. For me, I have a very clear purpose of my life. My purpose is to help people change their lives. My purpose is to help people change their lives by providing them with intellectual resources, physical resources, and that's why I have been motivated to start the Right Focus Foundation's Africa. The Osaseyi Foundation also have a like purpose. That's why we are partnering together today to bring you this. So now, the first thing, like I said, is to discover your purpose. That is the elementary. That is the foundation of becoming successful in life. If you don't discover your purpose, I tell you, you will not be able to succeed in life. Even if you are able to, make some level of success, some societally defined kind of success, there is still this innate longing that you will always have, like, if I had done this, if I had made this happen, maybe I would be more peaceful than I am, maybe I'll be more happy than I am. So discovering your purpose is very essential, and that's why I have to say it's the foundation, it's the elementary factor of success. Everyone who discovers their purpose and they then pursue it, they end up becoming successful. And it doesn't matter what society says about success. Success is actually something that is personally achieved. Something is a personal achievement. Actually, it's not measured in terms of societal factors. So now, after discovering your purpose, the second thing you need to do is to be willing. You have to be willing to fulfill that purpose. It is not just important to discover your purpose. You have to have the willingness. You have to have the drive, the passion, the motive, the intention. You have to fall in love with that passion, and then you have to be motivated and inspired to fulfill that passion. Yes, you have to be very inspired, energized to fulfill your passion, and that's why you need to be able to understand the opportunities that lies ahead of you, and the strength you have to fulfill your passion, to fulfill your purpose rather. So you need to use your passion to drive your purpose. It's your passion that drives your purpose. So after you've discovered your purpose, you need to develop passion for your purpose. You need to develop passion for fulfilling your purpose, because that is the secret to success. That is the secret to success. There's no other secret you need apart from having the passion for fulfilling your purpose. And then the third thing is that you need to have a vision. You need to have a clear picture of where you want to be. Yes, without having a picture of where you want to be in the future, you will not be able to get into your destiny. Yes, your purpose is your destiny. Your purpose is the assignment you have been called to do on earth. It's the assignment you have been given by God to do. It's what you were born to do on earth. It's what you were born for. So for you to fulfill what you were born to do, you need to have a vision. You need to know where you are going to. Your purpose is knowing what you want to do, and then vision is knowing where you are going to, knowing the destination you want to reach. At the end of 10 years, at the end of 20 years, 30 years, where do you want to be? What do you want to have achieved by that time? How many lives do you want to have touched? How many problems do you want to have solved in your society? That is vision. And then the next thing is that you need to figure out what you want to achieve in life and why you want to achieve them. And that's still around purpose and vision. Yes, what do you want to achieve in life and why do you want to achieve these things? They are very important for you. If you understand these basic things, it will actually motivate you, to harness your opportunities, to harness your strengths, to work for your success. And then the next thing is that you need to set very clear goals, your long and short-term goals. Yes, you need to set very clear goals. For you to succeed in life, you need to know how to set goals. And goal setting is one of the most important principles of success, because it is actually what empowers you to succeed. Yes, goals are those things you need to do to achieve your vision. Your vision is a long-term thing. It's something you want to achieve at the end of maybe 10 years, at the end of maybe 20 years. That's a vision. But your goals are those small objectives that you need to put into place to actually get where you're going to. For instance, if you're going to Abuja from Kaba, there is a route you have to follow. Yes, in that route, there are many routes. Maybe there might be like 3 routes that lead to Abuja from Kaba, where you are. Now, for you to get to Abuja, you need to identify that route that will actually be very beneficial for you. So for you to get to Abuja, you need to know the best routes for you to take that will actually help you to save more, that will actually keep your life safe, and that will actually enhance your journey, that will make your journey less stressful. So now, after putting those factors into place, you need to know that there are landmarks along your way. You don't just jump from Kaba to Abuja. No, you go, either by road or by air or maybe any other means of transportation. You have to go step by step. First, you have to leave your house. That's a goal. That's an objective. Okay, I want to leave my house by 7 o'clock in the morning so that I can get to the park by 7:30 in the morning. And then after I've gotten to the park, maybe before I book my ticket and all of that, it's already 8 o'clock. We depart by 8 o'clock. Maybe the journey to Abuja from Kaba is like 3 hours. Okay, by 8 o'clock, we're already on the way. And then by 9 o'clock, we're already at maybe Lokoja or Bajano Road. After that 1 hour time, you're already at the I don't know many of those points, but then I'm just trying to make an illustration. We're already at Obajano, and then by 11 o'clock, I know that I'll already be at maybe Jabi Park or Nyanya bus stop, whatever. I already get to somewhere, and then by 12 o'clock, I'm already at my destination. That's how to set a goal. So for you to reach your long-term vision, you need to set both long and short-term goals. And for you to set goals, you need to have these 5 key factors of goal setting at the back of your mind. And the first one is that your goals have to be specific. Your goal has to be specific. Okay, I want to get to Abuja by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a specific goal. When I get to Abuja by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to lodge in this hotel, hotel, this and that. Yes, by 5 o'clock in the evening, I'm going to attend that conference, this and that. That's very specific. And then the second thing is that your goals have to be measurable. Your goals have to be measurable. Then the other one is that your goals have to be actionable. Yes, they have to be, they have to induce action taking. You don't just set a goal that is not backed up with actions. And then the third one is that your goals have to be realistic. For instance, the example I made, if Kaba to Abuja is like 3 hours journey, then your realistic goals is setting a kind of goal that will actually, help you achieve your goal in that 3 hours. Every journey from Kaba to Abuja in 3 hours. So now, if you want to set a very realistic goal, you don't leave your house by 8 o'clock and expect to get to Abuja by 10 o'clock. That's not realistic. So the other one is that it has to be timely. Your goals have to be timely, and that's that about goal setting. So those 5 key factors of goal setting are called the SMART objectives of goal setting. So for you to actually become successful, you need to understand how to set goals properly and how to achieve them. And then the next thing is that you need to know how to take actions, how to set action plans. When you are trying to execute your goals, you need to take actions. Goals are statements of actions. Any goal that is not actionable is not actually a goal, and it will not lead to a destination. So your plans is your template, the template you have for fulfilling your goals. It's what I have to leave my house by 8:30 in the morning, get to the park by 9 o'clock, like that. Those are action steps that you want to take to reach your goal. And then the next one is that after you set action plans, you need to get to work. You need to work. You don't become successful by sitting back, by just wishing, by just dreaming. No, you have to work. That's very important. It's a foundational principle of success. For you to succeed in life, you have to put in the work. Work is non-negotiable. You cannot avoid it. There is no shortcut to success. There is no alternative route. There is only one straight path to success, and that straight path is called work. W-O-R-K. It's the only straight path to success. Any other path to success, maybe a shortcut, a get-rich-quick scheme or whatever, all of those things, they bring the success in the short term, but then it doesn't last long. So for you to actually become successful, for you to position yourself for success, you need to be ready to put in the work. And then the next thing is that you need to be consistent. Consistency, it's a very important factor. It's a very important factor. There is no success you will make in a day. Nobody makes a great success in just one day or by just one attempt. You recently heard of Toby Amusan, who won the 100 meters hurdles race, and set international record. That is a product of consistency. She has been doing that over time, and nobody knew her. Nobody saw her when she has been training, when she has been running on the pitch alone. Maybe late at night, maybe early in the morning. She has been doing all of that for years and years and years after years. But this year she got into limelight because she has been consistent enough. Life rewards only the consistent. If you are not consistent, life will not reward you. It doesn't matter how much you have been given before. It doesn't matter how much you have been stressing yourself before. If you are not consistent, success is not in the picture for you. So consistent is actually that ability that you need to put into practice to give your work first place. First place, I say, at a later time. And I know that you're going to be consistent, you're going to keep working and driving towards your dream. And then the next one is that you have to have discipline and focus. You have to have discipline and focus. There is no success available for an undisciplined person. A person without discipline is a person that cannot succeed. Anyone who is indisciplined cannot succeed. So for you to be successful in life, you need to be disciplined. You need to know when to go out. You need to know when to play. You need to know when to work. You need to know what to do part time. You need to be able to manage your time, manage your energy, manage even the food you eat. You know, some people just eat anything, things that will destroy their physical energy. Some people, you know, they engage in bad habits like smoking, like drinking heavily, you know, all of this, using drugs, using all of these kinds of substance abuse. It actually derails your physical energy and will not make you fit for success. So for you to succeed in life, you need to have discipline. You need to be focused. You need to know where you're going, and you need to put yourself on the path that leads to your vision. And I know that you're going to be doing that for yourself. So, and then the next thing is that you have to live a life of sacrifice. Yes, for you to succeed in life, you need to be sacrificial in nature. You need to be able to sacrifice some short-term benefits to acquire your long-term benefits. Some short-term enjoyments, short-term pleasures, like too much sleep. You need to avoid them for you to end up in your destination. And then the next thing is that you have to be given to learning, continuous learning. There is no success for people who cannot learn. There is no success for people who cannot listen attentively, who cannot, you know, be wired, be driven by intellectualism. If you are not inquisitive, there is no success in view for you. I'm sorry to say that, but then if you are not inquisitive, there is no way you can be successful, because success actually goes after those who learn. If you are not learning, then there is no way you're going to succeed. And then the next one is that you have to have a never quit mentality. Never quit mentality. You have to be able to, you have to develop this winning mindset. It's a mindset that will actually position you for success in life, because it helps you to overcome failure, because failure is always inevitable. If anyone tells you that you're not going to fail, that person is just lying to you. So for you to succeed in life, you will fail sometimes. You will get to a point where you cannot do anything about it. You just have to fail. And then at that point, it's your mentality, your mindset that will help you to stand up again and then continue on your race to success. Continue on your race to your destination. So for you to succeed in life, you need to have a winner's mindset. You need to have a winning mentality. Like I told of Toby Amuson the other time, you know, she has gone through so many experiences that would have, tempted her to give up. You know, like I said, there are threats around you. There are inner weaknesses and threats that will be forcing you to give up on your dream, forcing you to give up on your vision. So, but then our ability to keep striving towards our goal, keep striving towards our vision, has helped her to succeed today. And she has not yet even succeeded like that. She's still on the path to success. She will still keep succeeding if she keeps putting in the effort. So there is no end to success. Your ability, the state to which you get to is determined by your ability to keep fighting for your dreams. And then the next one is that you have to be committed. You have to be committed. That's a part of discipline, and it's still part of consistency. For you to be actually successful, you need to be committed. And then the last one I'm going to be taking for this talk is that you have to have the ability to take risk. Yes, it is very important. Either in business, either in career, either in academics, you need to be able to take a risk. Risk taking is part of life. In fact, life itself is risky. So if you don't take risk, you're also at risk. So if you don't take risk in life, you're already at risk. So for you to succeed in life, you need to be able to take a risk. You need to, there are points you have to just blank out your mind. You have to stop believing your fears. You have to stop believing those things that are telling you that it's not possible. You have to just put in your 100% commitment, 100% focus, 100% faith to get what you want. So life demands that a lot of the times. So if you cannot take risk, it will be actually impossible for you to succeed, because there are many factors that will always be in front of you that will not allow you to succeed. So for you to actually become successful in life, you need to be able to take risks. And that's why we're wrapping it up for this talk. And I believe that this has been very important to you. And I want to encourage you to actually focus on what you are in this program for. Focus on what Osaseyi Foundation is doing for you. In fact, if many of us have the privilege of having people to come and empower us, having people to come and speak to us like this when we were younger than this, maybe we would be on the international space by now. Maybe we would have achieved much more than this by now. But then, we are still on the path to success, and then that's why we are also looking out to you to succeed. So I want you to focus on what you are there for. I want you to see this as an opportunity that is helping you to actually become more fit for success in life. And the fitter you become for success, the more you are also liable to keep succeeding. Yes, success keeps attracting success if you actually know how it works. So thank you so much for having me. Once again, I want to thank the Osaseyi Foundation for this amazing opportunity. I know that we are going to have much more privileges than this, and maybe in a time soon I'm going to be seeing your faces and I'm going to be talking to you live. So thank you so much for having me. I remain Sam Manfilia, and I also want to thank our team here at RitefocusFA Foundation Africa. Thank you so much. And to Mr. Abraham, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. See you next time. Until then, I say, always keep striving for your success. Cheers to your success. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.